What's up, guys? You know who it is. Marcus J. Jackson with another Live Life episode for you. And what was that? Darn cheering, let a fly in the house. Sick of this. Alright. So let me get the I'm all over the place this morning. Let me edit my post real quick. Quickly. Okay, so tonight, people, we are going to discuss the soulmate. All right? How to identify your soulmate. All right? So, of course, I got some notes, and I'm about to get my tea in just a second. Let me get this going. Live life. Number 43. Right, okay. Live life number 43. How to identify your soulmate. This is going to be a pretty cool one today. Your soulmate. All right. Take that. Okay. Suspension. Yes. Hashtag suicide. TH. All right. And finishing touches on that. Did it work? Oh, okay, so it's running slow. All right. Come on. Okay, here we go. Bam. Take that out and save. Okay. Okay, what's going on, Fire? She said I came on just in time. You did. I was, of course, running just a tad bit late. I have a client. I have an 11 o'clock client that I coach, and we tend to go over sometimes, but you know, people usually understand. All right, they usually understand, and I'm thankful for that. Let me get you the resources. So anyway, real quick, before I step away to get my tea, do my introduction. This is the Live Life series. All right, this is dedicated for those who are struggling with suicide, and they are trying to decide whether or not they want to stay with us. This is also for the survivors of someone who has committed suicide. And if you are, if you've attempted suicide before, and you are looking for a platform, someone to, give you some positive vibes, some positive energy, some positive information, this is definitely the place to be. All right. Hopefully by the time this video is over, you will, laughed, smiled, something to produce that dopamine and serotonin flow, that feel good hormones going through your body, and you decide to stay with us on this side of life as opposed to transitioning to the other side of life. Okay, so by all means, we want you to stay with us. Live life. That's what you signed up for. You signed up to inhabit a body, to experience life on this planet. Okay, That's what you signed up for. Okay, so stay here and rock with us. Okay, stay here, rock with us till about 1 o'clock or so. You know, and hang out. I'm pretty sure you will find something that you like, something you can smile about, something you can laugh about. You know, on definitely something you can learn. All right. So hold tight real quick. We're going to be talking about how to identify your soulmate. You might want to get some pen and paper. I got some stuff. I took some notes on some things that we're going to talk about tonight because I'm trying to work on fine-tuning my message, if you will. All right. You know, because however, it is informal, but I just want to like fine tune my delivery, which I didn't really do a fantastic job with my notes, but I did jot down some of the main points that I want to get across because like I'll go through this stuff in my mind throughout the day and all of the thoughts are just scattered. So I write them down as they come. So it's kind of like it's all over the place, but you know, I'm going to work on kind of fine-tuning this information, if you will. So anyway, like I said, this is a very informal platform. So if you want to ask questions, you want to make a comment, if you want to chat back and forth amongst each other, that's fine too. I don't have a problem with that as well. If you feel like that you are in danger of hurting yourself or someone else, please hop off this video and call 911. Okay? If you need to talk to someone now, let me put the information up for you. All right. Hold on. There we go. Copy and paste. There it is, right there. Called the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline. Okay, that is 1-800-273-TALK. All right, or 1-800-273-8255. All right, those are resources that are available to you. And okay, since I'll go get my TV. Okay, cool. Those resources are available to you. They also have a live chat. It's called the suicideprevention.org. I believe it's a live chat. You can talk. You can chat with them 24 hours a day as well. All right. If you want to speak to me after the video, my contact number is 469-626-7486. All right. And I am usually available until about 2 a.m. If you decide to call afterwards, or you're more than welcome to call me during the day as well. However, I am a realtor and I'm also a life coach. So if I do not answer the phone, I'm on the phone. Leave me a message or shoot me a text message, okay? All right, so make sure you get your pen and paper. Make sure you go grab your tea. I'm finna go get mine. I'll be right back. All right. Okay. Good to go. All right. I'm going to let that steep here for just a second while we get into our discussion tonight. So, all right. So anyway, every night, 12 a.m. every night, midnight, I hop on here and I do a probably about about an hour, maybe 45 minutes to an hour. Like talk or discussion. I call it a free life coach lesson. Okay. Because a lot of times people, in my experience, the people that I've talked to who have had an experience with suicide have one of their complaints or one of their issues was having someone to talk to. Being so overwhelmed with emotion and whatever's going on in their life at the time that wants them to take where they want to take their own life, right? They just want somebody to talk to or somebody to listen to. And another thing is that they're always alone when they're going through these moments of depression or moments of anxiety. They are going through it alone. And that's not, I don't feel like anybody should go through something like that alone, right? If that's why I hop on here every night, because statistically 12 o'clock to like 9 o'clock in the morning is when, the attempts on taking your life are the highest statistically. I've never just really dove into the whole statistic thing. It's just kind of because it bothers me per se. Like I don't really, I don't know. It's just something that I've never really dove into it as deep as. As deep as I probably should, and I might. I might go into a little bit of statistics and find that. I know some of the earlier videos, like maybe 1 through 10, I think I did more of statistics and things of that nature. But you shouldn't be alone. I don't feel like you should be alone in situations like this. So if you are feeling some kind of way, again, make sure if you're in danger of hurting yourself or someone else, please call 911. If you need someone to talk to, the National Suicide Prevention Lifeline is 1-800-273-8255 or simply 1-800-273-TALK. Okay. So if you have trouble remembering that, just remember TALK, 1-800-273-TALK. But anyway, I dedicate this, the whole Live Life, the suicide series, suicide prevention and awareness, to my buddy who committed suicide. I spent some time with him in the Army. He was a veteran. I'm a veteran also. And he was struggling with going back and forth with life and life's challenges and things of that nature. So anyway, let's get started on how to identify the soulmate. Let's raise the vibration a little bit because my vibration is lowering just a bit. Thinking about that, you have to be careful of your thoughts and things. So definitely, we're gonna raise our vibration right now by taking a deep breath and smiling. All right. So yes, definitely. Fun fact: if you smile, it automatically raises your vibration. If you think of a kind gesture, simply thinking of a kind gesture will raise your vibration. All right, it'll raise your consciousness about that. Let's see, Farrah, real quick. I don't think they should focus on the time of it, just the fact it's done or it's a thought. Okay, right, definitely. All right, so let's get into it tonight. So, because the whole night, if you want to go back and look at my videos, the relationship series started this week, and I start the week off on a Sunday. So 41 and 42. 41 is about relationships, how to get over the breakup. 42, which was yesterday's video, is how to become emotionally stronger after a breakup. And 43 tonight is going to be how to identify your soulmate. Okay? So now, when it comes to relationships, we have to be very, very careful about bringing those unprocessed emotions into the new relationship, right? I just want to share this with you real quick. A lot of times we don't take the time to properly heal because we're lonely and we want to rush into another relationship to fulfill that space, to fulfill that void that's there. And because of the overwhelming feeling to fulfill that void, we're almost desperate to find somebody. Like we just want that warm body so we don't feel lonely anymore, right? But I would invite you to spend that time with yourself for evolution, all right? For purposes of evolution, right? Because now that you've been in a relationship and it's over, whatever the reason is, the relationship is no longer there, take the time to continue to build yourself up, right? So now, now that you're building yourself up, your cup will be full when you go into the next relationship and not half full when you go into the next relationship, okay? A lot of times we are dependent on the other person to fill our cup the rest of the way, right? But our cup should be filled prior to entering into the relationship, all right? And I'm going to talk about that in another video, but I just wanted to share that with you real quick because I did have a conversation with a young lady, and her dilemma was trying to heal from a previous relationship and going into another relationship that she felt really strongly about. And, she felt like this was the soulmate, this was the guy, the one. The only, and not that I'm not judging by no means, but the only thing is, it's like she just recently got out of a relationship. And from talking to her, there's still some things that are going on there that I would like for her to conquer prior to going into another relationship, so we don't repeat that cycle of unprocessed emotions, if you will. Okay, so let's talk about this soulmate. All right. Farah says, now my soulmate, where is he? Okay. Oh, excuse me. Oh, wow. Excuse me. Oh, man. Like I said, this is very informal. All right. Oh, man. I am sorry, guys. Sorry about that. Okay. So, let me get this going. So, okay. So, how to identify this soulmate? All right. Usually, in my experience, the soulmate comes along when, thank you so much. Thank you. I don't know where that little sneeze came from. Probably the spicy tea. I'm pretty sure it's got like something that's gotten my allergies rocking and rolling. Hopefully, that kind of passes or whatever. But I think I'm good to go now. So a lot of times we find this soulmate. Um, we find this soulmate doing what our purpose is, right? When we align with our purpose, we tend to find the one that we're looking for. Um, Let me see. If you think about the times where you have, um, like you followed your passion, right? Let's say if your dream is to be a teacher, you know, like 9 times out of 10, fulfilling that dream, you're gonna find, you're gonna meet your soulmate, right? Because I hate to say find, I have to correct myself on that, because a lot of times, when we're looking for something, it's not quite what we want, right? But if we are aligning with our purpose, right, and your passion is to be a teacher, and you want to teach, you usually find that person, when you're aligning with your purpose, because that person shares the same type of goals and values. You guys are both on that same level of consciousness, right? That is, that's one way to identify that soul person. So aligning with yourself, finding out what it is that you want to do with your life, or how you want to impact others, what your passion is, what are you excited about doing, what's your purpose, right? So in pursuing your purpose is usually when you find that soulmate, is because they're doing the same thing. And believe it or not, they say opposites attract, and that is true, but like and like are always, together. All right. It's just something that happens. People that are alike tend to gravitate towards each other, especially when they're aligning with their purpose. So, if let's say baking is your thing, you want to be a baker, or you want to own a bakery, and you start, trying to, looking for a mentor, or you're looking for an internship, or you're trying to get a job where you can learn to be a baker, and you meet a baker, and, he or she wants to get their own shop, and you want to get your own shop one day. Wow, maybe that little piece of something in common turns into something big, and hey, and your soulmate is standing right next to you, right? So, and soulmate is different from twin flame, all right? You only have one twin flame, all right? You can have several soulmates, but there's only one twin flame, all right? And a lot of people, I guess some people don't realize that you can have more than one soulmate. If that person that you just continuously gravitate to, right? Somehow, no matter how long it's been, right? You still can pick up the phone and act. You act like you've been talking. Y'all just talked yesterday, but you haven't talked in months, right? That is, it's that person. That's a pretty good identifier that is a soulmate. Because you guys are on the same frequency, you're vibrating at the same level, your energy matches each other, right? You're literally, finishing each other's sentences. You can feel that person even though they're not there, right? You can feel them. You can, you can call them. You're thinking about them, and they say, hey, you call them, right? And they say, hey, I was just thinking about you. Hey, I was just about to call you. That energy right there, like that right there is leading towards the identification, right, of the soulmate. All right. So I hope y'all writing this down. All right. So make sure y'all write this down. Let me go to the comments real quick. Fire says, what is that? What is what? She said, oh my God, I have one of those. Okay. Okay. Good. So you said you got one of those. Wait a minute, comment deleted. All right, I don't want to delete it. But anyway, I'll wait. So Okay, so when you meet your soulmate, um, everything is like always better, right? Let's say you meet the soulmate and you'll begin to see how everything intensifies, right? The phone calls, right? The phone call, you like light up when they call. It's like, dang, that's my girl, or oh, my girl just texted me, oh, my boy just texted me. Like it's intensified. Hugs are not the same hugs that you get from your soulmate. You hug somebody and it's kind of like, oh, okay, good. But when you hug your soulmate, it's like you're shifting into a different paradigm, right? Like you're shifting into a whole different dimension because they give you this euphoric feeling when you hug them or when you kiss them. It's just amazing, right? That euphoria you can't even put into it's I can't even describe it with words, okay? It is difficult to describe with words, and I really feel like everybody should meet their soulmate. I mean, I think that is a little parched in here. I really think that is something that we should all strive for, is to one day meet our soulmate. Let me put this up. All right, let me get my tea going here, because it is good. All right, cheers to all my tea sippers out there. Ooh wee, it's still super hot. Hey, when you get your study on, you gotta have your tea, people. You gotta have your tea. Okay, so let's get into it a little more. And here's another thing that I want you to that I want you guys to be aware of, right? What's a twin flame? Okay, twin flame. All right. Farah says, I was saying I have someone like that, but it is hectic. But it is a hectic situation. I'll PM you about that. But what's the twin flame thing? Okay. I think I'll just do a video on twin flame. A twin flame is, I'm going to do a video on this one also. I'll probably do twin flame tomorrow, but I'll just touch on it real quick. So a twin flame is somebody that is your exact mirror. Like it doesn't necessarily have to be and I guess a soulmate doesn't necessarily have to be the opposite sex either. But the twin flame is somebody who, it's that one person, right? It's that one person that is there no matter what. And I mean, that could also be your soulmate. That could definitely be, twin flames could be soulmates. Or one of your soulmates could be your twin flame. So I'm not opposed to that thought process or that possibility, but it's your exact mirror. They are, you're exactly alike. You may tend to pop in and out of each other's life, kind of randomly, but one of you is just a little more standoffish than the other about the relationship. So it just depends on, in the process of dealing with a twin flame and identifying them as a twin flame. It just depends on what the relationship is, but it's usually that one person no matter what. It doesn't matter what it is you're doing, right? You call them, they're there, right? And you say, well, that should be my soulmate. And, well, some of your soulmates may not be down like the twin flame is. The twin flame is like, that best friend that's, they down with you. They're exactly like you. Okay, they are mirror spitting image, not spitting image, but you know what I mean. Characteristically, right? They are twins. Okay, you are exactly alike. So, and I'll do some little more. I'll do it more of an explanation. I'll do a whole video tomorrow on twin flames. Let me write that down now, so that way. Twin flames for tomorrow's video. So tomorrow's video, number 44, would be about twin flames. All right, so soulmates, twin flames. I should have did them both, but anyway, just give me some more content to drop on when I get ready to do it tomorrow. So, but yeah, I hope that gave you a little bit of a explanation. But yeah, I'll touch on it some more, okay, Fire? Shout out to my man Lennox. What's going on? And here's something else that I want you to kind of keep in mind, right? Because after talking with the young lady last night, there's some things that you have to realize what your soulmate is not, right? You have to realize that your soulmate isn't a person who is, it's not just a physical thing, right? And I know the most common connection is a physical connection because everybody, oh, he's so handsome, oh, she's so beautiful, and she's got a nice butt, he has a nice chest, and all this good stuff. Or take it a step further, she makes a lot of money, or he makes a lot of money, so I'm there for the convenience, right? So those are not soulmates. Just because in ladies, just because this has been my experience for I think my last 2 consultations were with young ladies, and we have to older women, if you are looking at this video, please reach out. Men for that matter, reach out to your younger reach out to the younger generation of women and let them know that a man is not your soulmate just because he is feeding you and getting you high, right? And that a lot of that goes with morals and values per se, whatever whatever kind of judgment you want to, not judgment, but to me that's just not right. I'm just gonna say it. To me that's fucked up. For a young lady to have to think that this person is her soulmate because he buys her weed and gets her high, or feeds her and gets her high. Just because he buys you some food, and gets you high doesn't mean that, you owe him sex or you owe him, anything like that. And fellas, if you have to feed a woman and buy her weed to have sex with her, then something is wrong with that. Like something is not lining up. There's an imbalance there. That's the word I'm looking for. Okay? There's an imbalance if you think, fellas, if you think that that's normal for you to buy a young woman food and weed just so she'll have sex with you. And ladies, does not mean this guy is the dream guy because he buys you weed and feeds you. Okay? We have to work together to try and help them come out of that mentality. Okay? It is not that's just something we have to raise. We have to help raise their conscience. So if you have young women in your life, please reach out to them and just kind of help them, better choose or educate them on how to better choose, um, you know, someone that they're going to involve themselves in a relationship with. Okay. Um, so I wanted to make sure I went through that, because a lot of us, you know, young men and young women, have a very, very skewed idea of what an ideal relationship is. You know, and that's something that I feel like should definitely be addressed. Okay, Fire says, what if it's a married person? We can discuss that later. Sure. Okay. Yeah, definitely. If it's a married person, you know, that doesn't mean that they can't be your soulmate, right? And I'm not saying, you know, soulmate as this has to be the person that you are, you know, you have to be involved with or romantically involved with. Your soulmate, like I said, your soulmate could be the opposite, or could be of the same sex, and you're not interested in them romantically, but for the purposes of everything that a soulmate is, and you know, that I'm speaking relationship wise, but it does not, your soulmate does not, you don't have to be in a relationship or romantic relationship to have a soulmate, right? Or for it to be a twin flame. Okay, so just to kind of clarify that. So hopefully that answered that question for you, Farah. See if there's a guy that would worship the ground I walk in financially, and I have anything if I ask him, but there's absolutely no attraction on my end toward him. Okay, I actually get the weird feelings around him, and they are good ones. Okay, so yeah, those heebie-jeebie feelings, or that's your intuition, and I would follow my intuition. That I would invite you to follow that feeling, and you know, stay clear. Avoid people and things that make you feel this way, right? Okay, so definitely, but no, it does not have to be a person that you're romantically involved with. All right, it could just be that person. It could just be your soulmate that you're not, you know, romantically interested in, right? It could just be a twin flame that is not necessarily in a romantic situation, you know, because you could, you know, be married if you're in a monogamous relationship, but they do have poly relationships where they have multiple partners involved, and you know, there's that dynamic as well, and soulmates and twin flames have to fit in that as well. Okay, so yeah, and just be mindful. You know, the physical connection is one of the most common. Mental connection is, you know, is unique. You know, it's very unique, but the heart connection is where the soulmate connects. All right, they connects. I mean, they literally connect with your heart. You guys are right there when it comes to, you know, the heartbeat might even be the same. All right, you know, it's just like, bam, you know, your understanding is the same as his or her understanding, and you know, like I said, you just vibe. You vibrate different. You know, you vibrate the same, right? Your frequency is the same. Your energy is the same. Okay. So when you meet your soulmate, everything is intensified. Like I said, the hugs and kisses are amazing. You know, it's just this euphoric feeling that, you know, it's very, very hard to describe, right? You share the same passions. You both have the same level of consciousness. There's no judgment between you guys at all. Okay? How you can identify your soulmate is if you are able to be completely vulnerable around this person. You don't have to put on a show. You can be yourself. Okay? You can be yourself. You don't have to do anything extra. You don't have to put on any makeup. You can walk around barefooted. You can walk around butt naked if you want to, and there's no judgment from this soulmate. The soulmate is your safe zone, right? That's the person that knows everything. They know all your secrets. They know you when you're good. They know you when you're bad. They know your worst thoughts. Okay, even if it's about them, they know them. All right. So there is no secrets when it comes to the soulmate, and there is no judgment when it comes to the soulmate. You can literally do and be yourself. All right. You can do you. And you can be yourself around your soulmate. You can completely, you can take the weave out. You can take the wig off. You can wash all the makeup off, and they're still going to be into you or love you or want to be around you, right? It does not matter to the soulmate because the connection is at the heart. All right. Okay, and Farrah says, "Oh my God, I have one of those." Good, Farrah, you are booming with all of the connections. I like that. So, your soulmate is somebody that you want to see them do good, right? You want to see them be successful. You want to see them chase their dreams, right? You want to help them, chase their dreams. You want to support them. You want to be, you want to do things to like, for example, when I wanted to go into real estate, and Foxy, she was on me. Like, she was like, "Hey, you need to study this. Get those flashcards out. Have you studied your stuff for real estate? You take your test next weekend, right? Do you want me to help you study?" Like, she would read questions as we're driving in the car to go places. She would read questions and be like, you don't know the answer? Okay, this is the answer, right? She'll go through the flashcards with me. Just made sure I stayed on top of it. Even now, she says, "Hey, are you making your phone calls?" Right? Okay, so if you get somebody, send me their information, and I'll set up a little file for them. Right? They want to help you succeed. They want to see you make it. The soulmate is not trying to hold you back. The soulmate is not trying to see you fall. The soulmate is not trying to discourage you, right? Stay away from those people. I'm telling you now, stay away from those people who do not want to see you make it, right? Or they're trying to give you excuses as to why something won't work, okay? You're telling them that this is your dream, or this is my passion, or this is something I want to pursue, but they're trying to tell you that it's not going to work. No. I'm telling you to get rid of those people in your life because they are toxic. And if you continue to hang around them, they're going to drag you down. They're going to squash every idea you ever have, right? And they're going to make you second guess yourself every time you have an idea or you want to do something that may supersede what they want to do. That is not a soulmate. I don't care how much you want it to be. Right? It's not a soulmate. I don't care how much you have in common. I don't care. A soulmate wants to see you make it. A soulmate wants to help you make it. They want to do anything that they can so you can make it. And they're going to give you 110% if you give them 110%. Right? A soulmate, you don't even have to give 110%. They're going to give you 110% anyway. That's just how it works. Right? Everything is reciprocated with a soulmate, right? Everything, the energy that you put out is going to be the energy that you get back with that soulmate, because that's what they are. Their job is to be your soulmate. Okay. So let me go back. And Farrah says he knows my past, what each of us like, etc., etc. I've been in the restroom when he pooped, sick. We've showered together, but never had a relationship. Okay. Okay, that could definitely be that could be something there. Yeah, you might want to pay attention to that because that could definitely be something. All right. Need that. Just a moment. Sip me some more tea. Tea sipping time. We got about 15 minutes to go. I got this. I think I had this before. This breathe. I think I showed y'all this breathe deep tea. Right, it kicks in. Probably about an hour after you drink it. It kicks in and you just. I mean, you sleep so good, and it's called breathe deep. It kind of opens up helps your respiratory, right? So if you got some congestion going on and stuff like that, definitely it'll help out. And it's by Yogi. All right, let me see what else we got. So it said 15 years going. He's been married in and out of them slipping up. Okay. Hey, that's what it is. What it is. No judgment here. Okay, so let's go into yeah, like I said, they want to see you make it. Definitely, they want to support you. There's an understanding that you have with your soulmate that you don't have with anybody else. Like they know the little inside jokes and you have those inside jokes and you laugh about things that nobody else can laugh about. Nobody else will get the joke except them, right? It's not funny to anybody else except them, right? And it doesn't even feel right telling anybody the joke, unless it's that person, and this is really it's really awesome when you do find a soulmate. And I remember when I first met Foxy, I was like, I cannot believe how much alike we are. Like our lives are, I mean, they're not exactly mirrors of each other, but we've all experienced that. We've experienced just about everything. Like it's like, wow, she went through some childhood trauma. I went through some childhood trauma. I've been divorced twice. She'd been divorced twice. She had children, and I had children from, the previous divorce, and with both exes. She had children, I had children with both exes. And I was just like, wow, like this is so crazy that we are, we're so much alike. We have so much in common. And she was aligning with her purpose the same time I was aligning with my purpose, right? And both of our purposes was to, teach and help people become the strongest version of themselves. And, that was something that I wanted to do. That was something she wanted to do. Now she helps those who have been victims of sexual assault and sexual abuse. And I help those who want to transition from, just from the normal, everyday cookie cut life into the knowledge of themselves, right? To not be dependent on other people, to have their own thought process, right? So then that's what I do. I help people realize that there is a stronger version of themselves, and there is a way that they can identify with that strongest version, by doing, A, B, C, and D. So, it's great. I mean, she's a certified life coach. I'm a certified life coach. She has a certificate of ministry. I have a certificate of ministry. I have a doctorate in divinity. She's working on her doctorates of metaphysics. Like, I was just kind of like, I was like, wow, like, man. So we were at the same conscious, like, while our level of consciousness was the same. We're vibrating at the same rate. Our frequency is at the same frequency. Our energy is focused on, helping other people. We're excited about helping other people. And I was just like, man, we could not have been more perfectly matched. I don't even know if, man, I'm just like, wow, really? And everything is reciprocated. As much love as I give her, she gives me that much more love back. And more so for her, because she's always pushing me, and I'm always challenging her, to look at things differently, to see the other side of things, right? And we continuously help each other to grow, right? Your soulmate is helping you grow. They have to help you grow mentally, physically, spiritually. They have to. They are adding to your life. It's not that it's not the purpose that you're with them is because they add to your life and value, all that kind of good stuff. It's just what they do. It's effortless. They don't have to do it. It's just what they do, right? It is completely effortless for you to identify your soulmate when you go by this criteria that we talked about today, right? If that person wants to see you make it, they want to help you, genuinely want to help you, don't want anything from you, okay? They want to help you. They want to see you make it. They want to see you grow. They want to see you become the strongest version of themselves, and they're going to help you by any means, okay? And they love you, and you love them, and the energy is never the energy between you guys is never stagnant. Like, it's always a desire to want to see this person, be around this person. Like, you almost have separation anxiety when you're not around this person, because you're thinking of that person, all day, every day, right? Your future plans include this person, right? But keep in mind, the energy has to be reciprocated. It's not a one side thing when it comes to the soulmate. You really need to rethink that. If everything is one sided, you're giving all, or he's giving all, and you're not. Okay, somebody's not pulling their weight in the soulmate relationship. And like I said, this is effortless, right? It's not a task for them to do something for you. It's not a task. It's you may not even have to ask, because you've expressed that you want to pursue this. So they're going to go out and buy you books. That's what Foxy will go, and if I say I'm interested in something, Foxy will go and buy a book and say, hey, babe, I know you were talking about this. Here's this book. All right, read this and see what you think about it. That's what you want. Hey, babe, I saw this article. So she'll send me an article based on what we were talking about, so I could study it further, right? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's effortless. I didn't ask her to do that, right? I didn't ask her to do that. She just did it, right? So that's how you identify your soulmate. People that want to support your ideas. They want to support your goals. They want to support you, and they don't want anything back. They just want that reciprocated. Okay, and it's not even a wanting. It's just something that happens, guys. It's not a the soulmate isn't a, if you scratch my back, I'll scratch yours. It's, hey, I know you got a scratch. Turn around, let me scratch it. Okay, That's what the soulmate is. Like they already know what you're gonna say before you say it. They already feel what you feel before you even say it. Like they can sense something's wrong. You can try to not be a certain way around them if something's bothering you and think that they're not gonna find out. They already feel you. They feel you before they see you, and they know something's not right. That's what that soulmate, that's what that heart connection is, guys. Okay? Excuse me. Whew. Let me go to the comments. Farah says, I may need to delete these comments. LOL, that's why I said IPM. Yeah. Oh, okay. Well, let me not read them then. Out loud. Oh, well, I mean, they're on here already. Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. So I got a message on this for real. Yes. Give you his name. You need to teach him. That's what we have. I think you don't want to face it because you feel this every single thing you say. Oh wow. Okay. Well, cool. Well, all right. Well, good. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let them bed bugs bite. So good. Farah has been able to identify someone that may be a potential soulmate, right? So awesome. I'm very, very glad that happened. And I wish you well with that. And whatever that looks like, I hope it turns out the way that you want it. So that's awesome. So definitely. So identifying your soulmate, guys. Now you know how, okay? So hopefully you found some value in this, and you can now make a conscious choice to say, hey, my mission now is to meet my soulmate. So I'm going to align with my purpose, right? And to align with my purpose, I'm going to stay on this side of life, right? Because I did sign up to live life in the body and have these human experiences. So I'm going to stay here, live life, meet my soulmate, right? And live happily ever after. Okay? Now, I'm not saying everything is easy with a soulmate, all right? I'm not saying it's easy, but the act of dealing with the soulmate should be effortless, okay? I will say that. It's not that it should be effortless. It is effortless. It's just what is, all right? That's the best way that I can put it, guys. It is simply what is. There is no there is no other connection like the connection with the soulmate, right? Because it's strictly heart. It's soul, right? You're vibrating, and you're at the same frequency, and your energies are flowing, and things are just awesome between the two of you. And no matter what happens, there is nothing that can come between you. Doesn't matter. Doesn't matter, or it's a disease. It doesn't matter if you got burned in a fire, and your face is all disfigured. This soulmate is there regardless. If you get your arm chopped off or your leg chopped off, the soulmate is there. It does not matter what you look like. That's not the point. The point is the heart connection is there. Bam. That's it. There is no other connection like the soulmate connection. Okay? All right? Nothing comes in between that. It doesn't matter what happens. No, there is none of that. It's not even a thought. You don't even see yourself without this person. Okay? So, and we can talk, because I know some people might feel a certain way about it, or they may say soulmates don't exist, or they don't believe in soulmates. So hey, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. I'm here. You know where to find me. Every night I hop on from 12 to 1, a little afterwards, and I'm gonna hop off here. So listen, y'all take it easy and try not to do too much. Okay, I will definitely get with you, Fire. Live life to the fullest, guys. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with me tonight. Hopefully, like I said, you found some value to this. Please share it because you never know who it might help. Shout out to everybody with the Suicide Awareness Month. Well, how do I want to say that? Supporting Suicide Awareness and Prevention Month. That's what I was looking for. So definitely. Thank you once again. All right. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Tomorrow we will be talking about the twin flame. All right. Y'all take it easy, man. Live life to the fullest and try not to do too much. Peace.